Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marnise Nicole and I'm an acrylic painter. Today's video is different because I just spent an hour and a half painting with oil paints for the first time. And so today is an artist diary. We are going to hop right back into it and start sharing some feelings because I have a lot. So you guys, I did it. I picked a paintbrush and mediums and oil paints and I started an oil painting. It's currently behind me drying. I spent an hour and a half trying. That's the main theme here for this painting. It may not turn out the best. It may not be the best. I may not have used everything correctly, but I just wanted to go in and try out the mediums, try out the paints, see how I like them, see how they work, or if I will paint differently than I would paint as an acrylic painter. Answer to that question is hell yes. But I just wanted to try, especially when the last year for me has been like really iffy with art and creation. I went through almost, was it 3 major art slumps? Summer of 2018, I took completely off because of an art slump, and I just kind of focused internally without posting videos or Instagrams or anything like that. And then back in October for Inktober, completely failed that because not the best use of my creativity, and I completely just became art slumpish again. By November and into the end of 2018, as you may or may not know, I disappeared completely because I was not painting. I was not doing anything artistic because I was in another major art slump. And so 2018 was the year of art slumps for me. And so going into the new year, and I have this new medium I want to try and I'm excited about. I just want to try, right? I just want to make the effort and try to be productive and try to create. And so that's what I did. And so I literally just finished painting for the first time with oil paints, and I noticed so much, and I want to share all of that with you. But the number one thing I want to share is that I was terrified. I was completely terrified to use oil paints. I had gotten it into my head that the mediums were going to combust because they're combustible, and so of course they're going to combust on me the first time I'm using them. I had thought that the oil paints were going to ruin the brushes that I spent money on, and I thought that I was going to somehow just get vapors into my spirit and just destroy myself from one instance of oil painting. I don't know why I thought of all of these death scenarios, but I did. I'm not gonna lie, I was avoiding it. But again, I'm trying this year. That's all I want to do, is I want to try. And so I finally, after 4 different attempts to come into my art studio and just paint and do it, I finally did it. And so I had the beginnings of my first oil painting. I'm definitely gonna work on this more. I'm not an al prima artist at all. And I really like kind of where the base is. So tomorrow, if this is dry enough, I'm gonna work on more layers. First thing I noticed about oil painting is that, man, they do not dry fast. I was ready to move on to the next thing and it was wet. So no, can't do that. I was trying to like pick up layers and put colors down and all of this stuff, and the medium is still wet. The paint is still wet on the canvas, and I'm just like, I'm not used to this. I'm used to spending 2 hours on a painting and everything is already dry and done. This over here, not so much. And so let's bring you a little closer to it. Firstly, I did go ahead and tape it down. This is my little bootleg easel for now, just because I was working with a smaller scale paper thing, so I just wanted something to tape it down. This actually is my laptop holder, but it works. I used a reference photo, and it was of me and my twin sister. I'll show that to you in a second. But yeah, I think I did a pretty good job with my lack of understanding of oil paints. And I definitely want to do several things when I go back in. I want to darken the hair. I want to kind of define the outfit. There's a lot more shadows that I feel like need to go in both of the dresses to make them more dynamic. I need to work on the face completely, but the face is just too wet for me to be bothered with at this time. It's already hard for me to do faces. This is why most of my paintings, the eyes are closed. Not because I'm like so moody. Sometimes it's just because I'm very bad with painting faces. And so I want to work on that. I want to define the pearl necklaces that the girls are wearing. Pearl necklaces mean so much to me. My grandmother, my Nana, she had passed away when me and my sister were younger. And for our 8th grade graduation, she had gotten us pearls to wear for graduation. We felt so grown up and we felt so nice. And that's this picture right here, me and my twin sister. And so I wanted to take this whole photo for inspiration and create these two sisters who are really like, you know, hugging each other, holding each other tight. And I want the necklaces to be an emphasis. So anyway, that's inspiration. That's what I'm trying to accomplish here. I really like where it is so far. I really do. But man, did it take a lot to get there. Overall, I want to say I don't like that this is so wet. I don't like that I can't just, I don't know, it's wet. Oil painting is like a really wet experience. Some of my oil painting friends, you guys, am I doing something wrong? I really hope this is dry tomorrow. But how do you do in pastel painting if everything is wet? How? That is my question for you guys. How? Also, what medium should I get? I feel like I need Galkid. I feel like that's would have made this process easier, but maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. A few other thoughts I had while painting is that it's really not that bad smell-wise. I have been told that it's very fumey, and so I do have my fan on right now. It's above us. If you've been hearing like some kind of clicking noise, that's it. I have both of my windows open, my door open, and I had a face mask ready on hand to paint with, but I didn't need it because I didn't really have any fume-me feelings around. Like I could clearly smell that it's oil paint. Like I can tell what the difference is, but it's literally not as bad as I thought it was. This was my very first setup for a palette. Not traditional at all, and I did not really mix any paints before I got started, which is something that is usually recommended. I just kind of had enough things to deal with, so I kind of just went for it. I have a purple, a red, orange, a pink, yellow, dark blue, blue, and white as my first color palette. I kind of did orangey skin tones, mixed in some purples for shadows for the skin tones. The dress was pink, the background is yellow, the other dress is purple. Like this is kind of what I started off with. This is a picture frame that I just had available, and so I taped up the sides, and there we go. Oil paint palette. And so overall, I don't know. I don't know that I like oil painting because I'm still stressed out about it, but I don't dislike it. It wasn't horrible, and I like the piece that I have so far. I'm gonna insert a final photo of this first stage so you can really get like the details of what I've done so far. I think already painting for so long with acrylic paints really helped me get started with this oil painting, because while I was like iffy on the process, the painting part I know how to do. I know how to do shadows, I know how to do highlights, I know how to paint a figure for the most part. And so the process was different, but the essentials, the color theory, that I know already, and so that made it a little bit better. So anyway, I will have so much more updates for you guys on my oil painting experience. Look out for those videos. I have another update artist diary coming to you about my acrylic paintings, this one and a few more that I've been working on, but those will be separate videos. For now though, my name is Marnise Nicole and I'm an acrylic and oil painter today, and I will see you next time. Bye.